It's been a while. I mean, the last YouTube video I posted was probably in July, easy. It's been a while. I've made a ton of YouTube videos, don't get me wrong, but I always got sidetracked and ranted. So I got notes this time. Hopefully we can keep it short and sweet, 10 minutes tops. It's just like an update YouTube video. And I am gonna start posting, probably not on TikTok or Instagram anymore, but YouTube for sure. I mean, I'm more of a long talk guy, and I feel like my TikToks and my Instagrams are more like hype videos instead of like actual like diving deep into like, you know, the art of chasing what you want. I don't think people really get anything out of that but a little motivation. There's no really like deep talk to it. So right here, I've got what I'm gonna be talking about. First of all, I'm gonna start with an update. So the first part is I'm back at college. I moved back up here August 26th, and it is in East Tennessee at a place called Carson University. It's very different up here. The environment's different. I'm not lifting in a public gym anymore, and you know, up here is different back home. It's two separate sides of the state of Tennessee. Love it up here in the mountains. It's near Gatlinburg. Yeah, and I'm here till next May. I was supposed to graduate in December. That was the whole plan. I was going to start the journey, go through, graduate in May, and then just cut down to about 260 until next summer. But next up is I'm not cutting to 260 anymore. I'm on the powerlifting team. We're starting one, hopefully. And weight-wise, I guess I'm going to try to shoot for 300 because, you know, I had surgery in March. My legs aren't going to be able to probably keep up with a lot of the super heavy guys that have been healthy for a while. And my future thoughts about that is I love competing. I really love getting after it. Like that's like what I'm about. I'm very, 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 very like locked in when it comes to competing. I was always scared of competition growing up. I would always sit in the back of the line. I'd dodge reps in football practice. I wouldn't be confident in myself because I'd be scared of. I was just so scared of losing. And that's still a fear of mine to this day. It's not about like it for me. It's the fear of losing. That's the only like. I'm not afraid of like hurting myself. I'm not afraid of like not getting it. I'm just afraid of getting beat, and that's why I train so hard because I hate losing. If you like losing, I mean, I'd probably check yourself because. I don't know how you like losing. Don't get me wrong, losing is very important because it teaches you what you need to learn, and you can't win them all. But damn, you can do what you got to try not to lose. So my new maxes. If y'all are on my TikTok or my Instagram, y'all saw that I hit a 440 bench max.
Don't touch it. God.
Over the summer, and that was cranking it. That wasn't a pause. That was just shitty form going after it. Well, the other week I hit 430 on bench paused. So I'm guessing I can probably crank 460 out. My squat today, I'll put the video right here.
Oh yeah. Yes sir, another.
I hit an EMOM, and an EMOM is every minute on the minute. So that means every minute you're doing a certain amount of reps for about 10 minutes or however many minutes your EMOM's for. My EMOMs are 10 minutes, 2 sets. 10 minutes, 2 reps, 10 sets. 1 set a minute of 2 reps for 10 minutes straight. So my first set was 500 on the bar with 120 in chains. So 620 at the top, 500 at the bottom. I did that for a couple sets, and then I went up because, other people were loading the bar up. I think I went up to like 535, 540. I don't know the math. I was locked in. But all I know is for the last 6 or 7 sets, I did 565 with 120 and change. That is an all-time high since surgery, and I think I did the math. I've only been walking for 147 days, and I'm already back to that. I mean, I was in tears. Like, I was scared to death. And that's one thing about me is, when big things come, like, and the big things for me is like a max day or a heavy set, it's all about like rising to the occasion and figuring the shit out. Like, the feeling you get when you stand up with a heavy squat off the rack, it's dread. Like, oh, what have I got myself into? It's horrendous. And that feeling, for me, though, has transformed from not so much dread, but like a feeling of uncomfortableness. And lately, I have been seeking things that are uncomfortable. Like, in my relationship, I'm trying new things with her. New ways of solving issues, new ways of treating her. I didn't treat her bad, but we're changing stuff up. We're learning together. And with me, I generally find that things that make you uncomfortable are good for you in the long term. Like how you speak to people, how, getting in front and chasing that dream that makes you uncomfortable. I generally find when you chase uncomfortable things, good things happen. But moving on, so my deadlift, I've never deadlifted before, August 26th, and it's horrible, but I think I could hit anywhere from 550 to 600 right now. I mean, it's not what we're looking for, but it's a good start. And I pull conventional. They told me I'd be gay if I pulled sumo. If you're a sumo guy, I mean, good for you. I really don't care if you stand up with the weight, you got it. But so moving into the weight loss update, I have not lost any weight. So getting into powerlifting, I knew that strength was going to be a top priority. So I decided that I was going to loosen up my diet a little bit, not go crazy. I think I've had fast food twice, but besides that, I still eat relatively clean. It's not like I'm going to McDonald's or going to wherever and just picking out, but I have maintained, I'm in the 370s, and I plan on dropping to 300, hopefully before May, but we'll see what happens. So I got like a little message to everybody. When things get hard, don't quit, man. This journey has been rough. I help with the strength staff here. I'm not on it, but I help. I get up at 4 a.m. every morning, go to class, and I train my ass off. I've got a lot on my plate. It's hard. It's harder than when I played football here, particularly because nothing's really mandatory right now. All this is out of like for the love of it. And I know it'll make me better in the long run, which is why I continue to do it. And in life, very few people can stick it out, believe it or not. I mean, most people will sink back into what's comfortable. They'll go out every weekend. They'll get drunk every weekend. I mean, I drank last Thursday. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that every now and then. But if you're using that as a way to escape your problems, it's not right. Like I said, it's rare for somebody to stick it out through the fire. It's rare to see somebody dig deep and get through something that's very hard to deal with for them. A lot of people like to cave. And it's different for each person. The circumstances are different. What is comfortable for somebody is way out of somebody else's comfort zone. And that's okay. But find what'll make you better and find what'll get you through it and stick to it. It's a hard concept to grab, but when you get it, it'll change your life. Next is be uncommon, man. Be different. Don't be somebody you're not, but do some stuff that people just look at you and they're like, wow, like that guy's got it going on, or that girl's got it. And I don't mean do stupid stuff to get noticed. I mean, like, in your job, really put forth the effort. If it's like a job just to make a little bit of change here and there, you do what you gotta do. But in your career, man, and the stuff you really care about, go for it. Be uncommon. Do the extra work. Talk to that teammate that has issues. Help your brother, help your sister, help your mom, help your dad. Be uncommon. Help somebody. Do something where people just sit there and stare. When you do that, the feeling you get is insane. Like, I try to do something uncommon every day, and most times it's in the weight room. I give it my all. It's my passion, and I try not to be average. Anything to not be average. Pave the path, man. I mean, from where I'm from in West Tennessee, not very many people go play college football. Me and my best friend, the guy I started the journey with, his name is Jedediah Jenkins, we decided one day that we were going to pave a path for people. Whether or not people will take that path, I don't know. But me and him paved it. We decided we're going to lock in and go play college football. We set our minds to it. And anybody from back in West Tennessee that plays high school sports knows how hard it is to get recruited, especially from the high school I came from. It's in the middle of nowhere. At the last winning season, I mean, I couldn't even tell you when the last winning season was. And it's just pave the path. You may have it in you and somebody else may not. Believe it or not, a lot of people are looking for somebody to show them the way, because times are tough. Not everybody knows what they're doing. And I've noticed, if you chase what you want and you pave a path for other people, they'll follow. And you'll be surprised the amount of help you can give people. And the last two things is love yourself and love God. I'm going to go ahead and say this, but the love God one, if you're not Christian, man, it's your own choice. But I'm going to say it. Love God, man. God is the single most important reason I'm here. The only reason I have succeeded in anything. The only reason that powerlifting was opened up to me. The only reason I get another shot at competing at this school. The only shot I have of anything, of making it to heaven, of loving Him, of one day not being, in this world that we call home. One day being something else in this. And I'm glad. I cannot tell you, it makes me happy. Like, truly, like, you can go in there and hit everything in that weight room you want. And you can go in there and do anything and everything. You could have a good game in football. You could be an All-American. You can get that scholarship. You can get accepted into school. You can get that job, promotion, whatever. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy, you're not happy. And the only void that's there is the one without God. You can't run from it. That's why millionaires are so depressed. You can have all the money in the world, but without God, what do you have? And the last one is love yourself, man. I know I already said that, but I have come to love myself in a different way than I ever have before. It's hard, especially, when I was 408. And especially now, because my mindset's kind of a little messed up because I haven't lost any more weight. Everybody telling you mass moves mass. The jokes, they're cool, but they get old. I mean, I find it harder and harder to love myself every day. But it's worth it. It's worth it to take the time and to listen to the music you like and to really, really look back upon yourself and just admire it. It's rare to find somebody that is got it going on that doesn't love themselves. It happens. I don't really understand it, but it happens. But love yourself. Be happy you're you. You're only here one time. This is the one go around you get on this rock, and make it worth it, man. So yeah, that's it. It's just a little update. Like I said, I've made like 15 of these, but I'm posting this one. I don't care. I've got to. But yeah, man. Hey, keep going. Remember, God loves you. I love you. If you need anything, hit the comment section. I promise I'll respond to them. All right, peace.